Alright, welcome to my very ramshackle, quick thrown together video here, done on NVIDIA Shadow Play. This is not like a Let's Play or anything. This is just I'm going to be attaching this video to Steam discussion forum and probably putting it on EgoSauce forums as well. And then maybe I can get some feedback from my fellow gamers that are playing as well. I want to come off right by saying that I'm about to complain a lot, but I love this game and I can't gush enough about 2.6. So fresh 2.6 save you're going to be looking at here. I want to say I'm about 20-ish hours in, or maybe roughly around that neighborhood. And I'm utterly impressed, with all the logic overview. Amazing. Want to give like a 6-pack of beer or something to the guys, or whatever the appropriate gift to people that did that. But simply amazing. Sorry, it's my phone in the background, obviously. And there's so many other things. The economy's really working. Miners working for stations properly. There's just so many things I can go over that I want to gush about, but one major problem that I have, though, is indiscriminate fire against your base. And by indiscriminate, I mean, like, as your base grows up in size and it starts attracting more and more traffic to the base from different factions, those factions are engaging in combat at your base and being within the sphere of influence of your base. And when I say sphere of influence, I'm talking about that plot you create, right? That's either you're renting out and paying a faction for to have inside their territory, or in this case I'm in Napoleon's Fortune. I'll show you on the map, and I literally own this territory because I've got the only CNC or admin center in both areas, so I control the whole grid spot. But that doesn't matter. It shouldn't even matter anyways. What should dictate is the plot. Anybody who comes to a base and enters into that should feel safe to do trade, right? Otherwise you have a major disconnect with immersion, or however you want to put it. You just start going, how does that even make sense? And this is what I mean. Like, somebody goes by Claytronics from me, they're a trader, they're not looking to start a fight, and then all of a sudden Hop comes in and just utterly destroys them. Why would anybody continue to do business with me knowing that basically my base is not going to defend them or do anything for them, right? So, and they're basically ignoring their own rules, because if you flip the role, we all know how it is. If you engage, let's say you go to a base and you're trying to help, and early game you're grinding rep up, you're trying to kill criminals. If you miss that criminal and even a couple stray shots at the base, boy, is that station manager on the horn with you telling you, man, you better stop. And if you don't and you hit a few more, you're going to take a faction hit and they're going to destroy you. They're going to open fire onto you until you're either dead or until you get the hell out of there. So why is it at our bases just can take insane amounts of damage non-stop and there is no threshold? So that is my proposition, is that any ship that enters into your base's plot, if they do enough damage to your base as dictated by the same rules that apply for you, they themselves are declared a hostile, not the faction, them. And then that way your station can target and destroy them properly, as should be done, and then you shouldn't take a rep hit. Something coded along those lines, and I know that's in work. I know there's something there's coming for us, because I know that EgoSoft has said this very distinctly, like, hey, when you control a territory, we got some really exciting things for you to do with it and whatnot. And I know they've been really busting their asses off with stuff, but this is something that needs to be fixed, I believe, right? Now that they've got the economy kind of working great and the logic overview, and they've done so much work, give us this, because after I unpause this, I'm going to show you the utter insanity of what's going on around my base, and this should not be happening. And I want to add one last time here, yeah, I mean, look at this. I mean, the capital ships just hitting literally defensive platforms. Like, working on my docks should be the most dangerous profession in the entire galaxy, because I've stood on these docks just to see how crazy it was, and you're seeing bolter fire coming in and capital, behemoth cannons slamming into the base around you, and I'm just like, what the hell? Like, how is this happening? And then you can see the defenses that are all over the place. Like, this place is insanely heavily defended. I've probably got about 600 fighter drones defending my base. And yet, this is still happening. To the point where you can see on my mini-map, you can't see my cursor, I don't think, in the video, but I'm actually highlighting all these wares. You know, they're deploying laser towers within my territory, and then lasers are hitting me, and you know, ships just instantly are getting destroyed that come in to do business with me. Just, come on, yeah. And it would create a draw on the economy as well, right? Not only would you not feel as though your base is just brain dead stupid, or that, you know, I don't get it, like your guns are just on safety, but it's just, yeah, it's a break in immersion, and you know, it would create a draw on the economy, because if they fire, it's going to clean your space up, so it's going to, you know, clean your frames per second up. I'm not going to have a predatory huge fleet around my base non-stop hitting it. If they hit me, they're going to get dealt with, and I'm not going to take that rep loss. And there's no way I can gimmick that, because the only way to get the AI to shoot you is to make them hostile. And to make them hostile, you have to do damage to them, which would rightly get you negative rep, if you follow me. So you can't even make that happen. That's something that they have to do on their own. Hit you, do enough damage, now you retaliate and take them out. It would help frames, it would clear the area up, they would have to replace ships. I don't know. And then maybe later on they could actually look at the logic AI behavior, that when they're inside or near a station, another station that they're friendly with, or the player's station, they're not going to engage targets, because this is just utter ridiculousness. And I can't be near my base with set on, because it sounds like a non-stop babbling, overlapping thing of people threatening each other. Here, I'll show you. So I'll turn set on, and all I'm going to hear is, I'm not browsing, pathetic attempts come to nothing. You're dead, I'm going to get you, aha, that's not... I mean, after a while you just go nuts, right? Like, I have to go to another place or turn my sound off because I can't handle this. So yeah, there's just so many reasons something should be done here and something fixed, and that something is just, yeah, allow them to be destroyed. Anyways, end of my rant. Hats off to USL for a fantastic patch and continuing to work on it. Please help us with this. Take it easy and happy gaming, guys.